Hi, I am Beaver Buddy. What if a ladder only rose higher when you were kind to others? At the end of this story, you will find a moral that will change your life. Deep in the whispering cliffs stood a strange silver ladder, rooted to the ground, yet reaching no higher than a child's head. Locals called it the Ladder of Hearts. No one knew who built it, only that it shimmered when someone nearby felt joy or gave help. Few dared touch it until Zaru came along, a quiet blue-furred creature with spiral-shaped ears and glowing paws that pulsed when he felt emotions. Zaru was born with a gift. He could sense hidden feelings, even when others tried to hide their sadness behind a smile. One morning, Zaru touched the ladder, and a single rung grew taller with a soft chime, glowing warm under his paw. Amazed, he told his friend Tila, a tiny owl with translucent feathers who glowed at night like a lantern. "Maybe it grows with kindness," she whispered, her feathers twinkling. "Try helping someone." Zaru visited Elder Muno, a blind fox, and carved symbols in the dirt to tell him stories he could see with his paws. That night, the ladder grew 2 more rungs, glowing brighter than before. Zaru's heart raced with excitement. Every day, he offered small acts of care, fixing a torn wing, listening to a lonely mole, or warming cold berries with his paws. The ladder responded. It soared upward, rung by rung, stretching above the trees, almost touching the clouds. Rumors spread. Others came to climb it, pushing, pulling, shouting. But the ladder didn't move an inch for them. Zaru kept climbing slowly, kindly, never rushing. At the top, he found a glowing gate, pulsing like a heartbeat. "You must give before you pass," the gate whispered. "One pure memory of kindness, sealed in truth." Zaru closed his eyes and remembered the day he comforted a crying squirrel simply by sitting beside him in silence. The gate opened. Inside was a floating garden of stars, memories blooming like flowers in the sky. Each petal shimmered with echoes of kindness done not for praise, but from the soul. Tila flew beside him, amazed. "Is this heaven?" she gasped. "No," Zaru said, eyes wide. "It's a place where the world remembers love." But then, the sky trembled. A storm of shadows swept in, ripping petals away. The garden dimmed. A massive hand-shaped cloud roared. "You gave too much. You cannot take what was meant for others." Zaru realized something awful. The ladder had only responded to his kindness. He hadn't taught others to give, only to admire him. He cried, not for the loss of beauty, but for forgetting to lift others alongside himself. Tila whispered, "What if you teach them now? Show them what you learned." Zaru descended the ladder. It didn't glow this time, but it stood firm. He returned to every soul he had helped, not as a hero, but as a friend, encouraging them to share kindness too. Slowly, the ladder began to split, forming dozens of smaller ladders, sprouting in every direction. Now others climbed their own paths, each rung built by compassion they gave, not what they received. The sky brightened again, and the stars returned, this time even more vivid and eternal. Moral: real elevation happens not when you rise alone, but when you lift others and show them how to climb. See you soon with more magical adventures, wonderful places, and heartwarming tales with Beaver Buddy.